Will now be back in Rams camp, thank God. I am a very big Ram fan, and I follow them very much. I had season tickets back when they were in Anaheim, when they were the LA Lambs. So it's very nice to see. He's finally coming back. They say that a deal will be in place the next couple days. Him and his agent are talking to the Rams, and Scott Linehan, the head coach, said that we desperately need Steven Jackson to camp. They're going to play 2 preseason games. They're going to play one on Saturday. I highly doubt he's going to be in, kind of like a punishment type of thing for him not to play.
But again, he really doesn't have to play. He's just got to get his feet wet in the 4th game of the preseason. He'll be fine. Players like that usually don't need preseason. I mean, it's more for the younger guys to get acclimated to the NFL game.
Yeah.
But
you know what is kind of confusing to me is that, oh my God, did he just steal second base?
Yeah.
The backup catcher, Danny Ardwan, stole the second base on Torrey Alba. Can you tell me, the Rams went 3-13 last year with Steven Jackson. So, I mean, can it be any worse without Steven Jackson? You know what I mean? It's not like...
Well, Mark Bulger wasn't healthy, though.
Mark Bulger wasn't 100% healthy. He was probably 70% healthy. But they had a Randy McMichael. They had a...
they didn't use McMichael that much.
No, at all. At all. That offense didn't use him, and they didn't use... Why am I forgetting his name? Hall, his first name. Dante Hall. They didn't use him either.
I know.
Drew Bennett was way out of it. He had a terrible year. Isaac Bruce was getting old. Torrey Holt was just yapping. Wasn't having fun. Didn't have a good time out there. Defense as usual.
The best player was Jeff Wilkins.
He actually had a down year as well. He actually did have a down year. And then we got Josh Brown from Seattle, which is a huge pickup. Very good kicker. And that guy destroys us every time we play Seattle. So that's going to be fun to kind of hopefully beat the Seahawks now that, of course, they're in our division. So I don't know. I don't know what kind of deal is going to happen, but it's going to be interesting, man. I don't know if I don't see them as a playoff team.
I don't either. I told you 2 weeks ago they look like an 8-8 team.
If that, at best,
or 9-7 at complete best.
Nah, I don't think so. I mean, they can somehow surprise us.
Season.
Their defense looked okay last week against San Diego, a pretty good offense, but of course it's the preseason, and Phillip Rivers isn't playing, and Tomlinson isn't even playing. So, but they showed some good signs. That defensive line is going to be very fun to watch. James Hall, Leonard Little, who is very healthy now, and of course on the left side is Chris Long. And then of course the old vet in Leroy Glover. So that's a nice front four, nice defensive line, a lot of speed in the corners with Long and Leonard. So it's going to be a fun defensive line to watch. Besides that, I don't really see the defense doing much. I see them getting a lot of sacks in the defensive line, but it's the Rams, man. They never had a good defense ever, and the offense has all kind of weapons, but Bulger looks bad so far.
Ever since he signed that deal, I mean, he's been struggling a lot. But you see that a lot, especially with big time players. When they sign those deals, they fall into like this comfort zone and they stop trying because they know they're guaranteed the money.
Yeah.
So.
And it doesn't seem like he's that type of player though either.
No, it doesn't. But he's just been struggling. Like that's what happened to him. That's what it seems like.
Yeah. Baseball stuff. Carl Crawford is out. Evan Longoria is out. Crawford's going to be out for the remainder of the season with a broken hand. Longoria, the star third baseman, is going to be out 2 to 4 weeks with a wrist injury. And now their closer, Troy Percival, is going to be out a couple weeks. He's on the DL with a sprained knee.
I don't understand.
And they're still winning. They're still beating the best team, in my opinion, the Angels. To be honest with you, I don't even know what happened today.
Here, I'll check.
But I know that they won yesterday, and I know they won the day before. They're on their way to a sweep day. This team is doing some remarkable things. Before the season started, we had a review of every division. We both said they're going to be a 500 team at best.
We both said they'll finish third.
Yeah, behind the Yankees and Boston. And who did say that, though? I mean, how is this team 4 or 5 games up in their division right now in the AL East over Boston and New York? New York is spending over $200 million. The Tampa Bay Rays are spending like $30-40 million bucks.
I don't understand what it is with Florida and these baseball teams. They don't spend any money, and they seem to always win, and they have no support from the fans. It makes no sense.
But like I said, early on in the year,
Angels won.
did they? What was the score?
5-4. Let me get the stats.
But you know what I can understand is a team that when you're trying to rebuild, you need to draft well, and that's exactly what they have done. And also Joe Madden, their manager, came from the Angels. I'm not an Angel fan at all, but I like what the Angels do in their team management. Joe Madden is a very good baseball guy. B.J. Upton, their outfielder for the Tampa Bay Devil Rays, he sat down the last couple games because he didn't run out of ball. Joe Madden sat him down, took him out of the game, and said, "You're not playing the rest of the game," and then he sat 2 more games after that. He cruised on a double, a sure double. He cruised halfway through, and they got him out at second base. And this kid needs to realize that he's not God's gift, and he needs to come back. And that's what Joe Madden does, though. Joe Madden will let you know that you're doing something wrong. He will sit you down and let you know. And the Rays are a fun team to watch. I'm not sure how far they're going to go in the playoffs, but what a story. I mean, what are they, 30 games over 500?
Yeah, something around that. Well,
give me some stats. You got numbers?
Yeah, Angels barely won, by the way. They scored in the top of the 9th to win 5-4.
Wow.
Vlad was 0 for 2. Figgins was 1 for 4. Ibar was 2 for 4. Figgins had an RBI. Ibar had an RBI, and so did Teixeira. Garrett Anderson was 1 for 5 or 0 for 5. So overall, the power hitters for the Angels struggled. I mean, Ibar, Figgins, and Teixeira were pretty much who carried the Angels throughout the game. And then, like I said about the attendance, only 17,000 fans at the game tonight.
17,000?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? You know what their record is when they have
19,000.
Oh my God!
How do you have the best team, one of the best teams in baseball, 2 of the best teams in baseball playing each other, and you only have 19,000 fans?
That is insane. That is very surprising.
19,000 fans.
They have a stat. They're 17-0 when they have more than 30,000 fans at Tropicana Field. Is that crazy? Over 30,000 fans, and they're 17-0.
Too bad the Dodgers can't do that.
How do you not bring? They'd be undefeated. How do you not bring out? How do you not support this team if you're a Tampa Bay Devil Rays?
They're fun to watch too.
Bunch of rookies, bunch of
like you're watching like a team that's just being carried by pitching, and
Yeah.
every game's like a 2-1 win. If you're watching a team that's as powerful as the Rays are offensively, why would you not want to go see that?
Listen,
But the same happened with the Marlins too.
But the pitching staff, I don't know if it can carry its way past the Angels. I don't know if that can happen. It's a great ride. It's a Cinderella story for Tampa Bay. And the Angels, in my opinion, are the best team in the major leagues right now. I'm not sure if they can get past the Angels, they go to the World Series. And I think the National League is wide open. There's not a clear-cut favorite in the National League. The Cubs, in my opinion, are not a clear-cut favorite. So I don't see that happening.
They're way overrated.
Yeah, they are. They're a good team. I like them. They're a team, but
they're a weaker division.
Listen, I got 2 words for you, Kerry Wood. You need a good closer, good bullpen. They got some guys in their bullpen with Murmel, some other good key guys in there, good arms in their pen. But Kerry Wood, I don't see him. He doesn't put a scare to me when he comes out of the bullpen. He really
That's
doesn't.
not what he was. Do you think they still can win the division? Because I remember at the beginning of the year we both said that the Brewers would win that division. So
They will. I think the Cubs do. But it's that curse, man. They haven't won over 100 years. It's I think
100th year this year.
Yeah, but I think the curse kind of is on your shoulders. I really think it is. Until you win, like Boston did, it'll be over and done with. But I think it's going to hamper them. It's going to be over them. They have to worry about it. So I think it's going to be a challenge for them.
Yeah, you're definitely right. We'll